Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am Matt. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to check out the Novo 2 kit by smok. This is a follow-up to their very popular Novo kit from last year. So let's go ahead and dive into it. This is what your packaging is going to look like. So inside, you will have the device, micro USB charging cable, a 1 ohm mesh coil pod, a 1.4 ohm round wire coil pod, a warranty card, and finally, a user manual. So here is your device. This thing is a built-in 800 milliamp hour battery. I believe the original was a 450 milliamp hour battery made up of plastic and some metal. These feel plastic. Then this feels like it's metal on the outside there. You got some metal in there. Now this one has kind of that resin look to it, but I don't think it's real resin, just plastic. So smok on that side, Novo 2 on that side. There's what the inside looks like. A little bit different from the last one. You got your two contacts, then draw activation switch over on the left side. And on the original, you had your draw activation switch kind of in the middle there, if you can see that, and two contacts. So I'm assuming they changed it. They put it in a different spot over there and raised it a little bit, just so it can't get clogged up as easily. You got your micro USB port on the bottom there. And there's a little light indicator right there. Now this first pod here is a mesh 1 ohm coil, vertical coil, 2 ml capacity. The shape of the pods though are basically the same. You got contacts on the bottom, airflow gets in, side fill port. So where to go? Here is one of the originals pods, same shape and all, but it is a horizontal round wire coil. And these pods are interchangeable, but we'll talk more about that when we go up top because it's still a different vape experience on the new one compared to the old one. The second pod is a 1.4 ohm MTL coil, also vertical. This one's just round wire. And honestly, both these pods, even the mesh, are still an MTL, even though they call this one an MTL. They both are an MTL draw. So let's go ahead and fill this guy. Now, when you go to fill, you got to do it kind of slow because now you got this coil in the center there, this vertical coil that takes up space, and you got to allow your liquid time to get around that coil. If you fill it up too fast, you'll get some major air bubbles. All right, let's go ahead and push the plug back in. Let's put the pod into the device. It's a nice firm fit. You can see the light indicator going on right there. Fits a little bit tighter than the pods on the old one here. This one's not horrible, but definitely not as nice of a fit as on these new ones. But just so you could see, here's one of the new pods, and it does fit into the old device. Still can't see your liquid level very well on this one. You got to pull the pod up to check it out. And there's a closer look at that mouthpiece. Same as the original Novo. Now that light that you see right there that turns on, that will also tell you where your battery's at. So if we look at the manual here, red is for lower than 30%, orange for 30 to 70%, and green above 70%. And there's a look at it in my hand. Small little guy, but more battery life. I'm assuming they just redesigned the inside of this to hold a bigger battery. You know, the port is now on the bottom here because as far as the actual size, they're pretty much the same, but this one has a larger battery and it definitely does last longer than this one does. Here's the one I've been using. I have the mesh pod in here. I like the look of this one the best. It's also going to come in other colors as well. All right, guys, that is it for the up close. Let's go ahead, go up top, vape these, and talk about them a little more. All right, here's the smok Novo 2. This one has a 1.4 ohm coil in it. Let's vape it.